Hello, sacred lovers and divine beauties. I'm reaching out today from the very sacred retreat space of my atelier to share with you the last light moments of today and dive with you into some thoughts around the movements that today are actually ruling our daily. We are here in lockdown week 3, almost at the end of week 3, as we have Mars Day, which is Tuesday, and it's ruling intimately the element Earth. And talking about Earth and touching basic needs and revelations that are really unfolding every day a little bit more. Let me go with you into a more elevated observation state than only the first of 7 possible biological response, which is fight, flight, or freeze, to go into the next step, which is more a restful awareness. This is why I wanted to check in with you from here today, where the element water is behind us and the sun is really cascading upon our biological system. And this is what I want to send out to all those who doesn't have the possibility to get out of their apartments and of a limited space. Let's expand together with the next inhale, with the breath, into a more restful awareness and just observe what exactly is going on in our story and how to move from a contracted state, which really generates a chronic stress response in us, as we can't move further than what now by law is determined. It is a limitation in our freedom. So how to handle that and be with it, and from there just stop fearing and just stand and observing. It happens with the very first act that we do when we enter this planet. It is with inhaling and breathing. So there is a simple breathing technique which is really very good to oxygen this element Earth. And so I really invite you now to, wherever you're at and you're in a safe space, to do that, to exhale everything that you have experienced today, which is also known in Sanskrit as Rechaka. Breathe out. And at the end of the exhale, there is this muscle between our anus and our sexual organ, which we know as perineum. And I want you to pump and lock this perineum. You still are at the exhale and you just have no movement with the breath. And then you pump the perineum. You engage it. You contract and you relax. Contract, relax. Contract, relax. And now you inhale slowly and deeply into your belly. You fill your belly with breath, which is also known as prana, the life force. You fill your belly with breath until the breath comes to an end under the heart. And when you're there, you just expand a little bit more and you breathe yourself space into your lungs, up to the throat. And when you're there and you think you can't breathe anymore, you move up to the crown. The shoulders just relax to the floor. And then you hold 2, 3, and you exhale again, just slowly and a little bit longer. that you have inhaled. So if your inhale has been 1, 2, 3 to the heart, 4, 5, 6 to the throat, 7, 8, 9 to the head, you exhale slowly 11. So you inhale 9, you hold, and you exhale until you count to 11. If that is too much, you start with exhaling 1 in your belly, 1 in your chest, 1 in your head. You hold, and you exhale 5 down back to the earth to enter again into this process of receiving, inhaling, and giving, which is exhaling, and stay in this nurturing, vital flow of one of the most important law, the first generated law of universe, which is to give and to receive. If we stop that process as we do, then we contract on a global level as we do so far. And contractions generates, this goes then to our brain and to the amygdala, which is one region of our brain. It's also the center of fear, known as that. And this is then giving alert and saying, hello, something is going on. And then the natural first response, stress response, is to fight, to flight, or to freeze. Not to move, like a chameleon. Not gonna see me. They're not gonna see me. But from there, we have really now the urge and the invitation to use these lockdowns for whatever you're consuming on informations. Here in France, they're talking about civil war upon us. We're talking about the vaccines, everything, the politics. I mean, we're living on the same planet, and maybe we don't share exactly the same news, but the content, the vortex we're sharing is like kind of in the same duality, right? So from there, just to give yourself permission to hold and then to just be with what your inner engineering, your inner technology is saying you. And from that you exhale and you go out in the world again, and you open up and you see the new possibilities and the blessing of all kind of revelations. Clarity is the first step toward a new reality. Then we learn to discern what is serving and what is no longer serving. And from there we come into the next stage where we maybe start also to surrender, to create compassion with the other side, the dark side, the light side, whichever you prefer. Just as long as something resonates with you, it's that it's still existing in you. So this is a memory in you, a cellular memory that is still existing. If not, you wouldn't see it, and you wouldn't react to it. And for the next level, I have just to take Nataraja up. I'm sorry, so she's just making some noise. Hi, say hi, baby. Yes, say hi. And from that level, just maybe to start to forgive also around us, starting by ourselves, not to be always capable to be in that expansion, and to be okay with not being okay, but then let it go and forgive. The earth is vibrating on so many layers and so many frequencies. We have daily the choice to go low vibration and go into that fight, flight, or to raise our vibration toward more expanded states of consciousness, which will be courage, which from an alpha point from 0 toward an enlightened point, as Dr. Hawkins was really creating this beautiful map of consciousness of thousands that is measurable on this physical realm. Courage resonates already on a frequency of 200. And if you really want to go toward a total enlightened state of expression, then you go for the oldest local on this planet, which is, as I love to name them, the vegetal intelligence. Because since the beginning of creation and since existence of this planet, they have evolved and moved with the changes. They don't need to wear any masks for predators of this planet, for viruses or bacteria. They're just breathing with it and expand with them. Evolution is something that is part of this experience on this planet that we name life. So once we are now in this second wave of lockdown, and whatever is meant to be behind that, touch your base today. Use the vital energies of the element Earth, the frequencies that are now yummily available. Go inward, breathe into your body, and be with your inner technology. Because the most marvelous and precise technology and engineer that is existing on this planet is the biological technology, the natural intelligence. As above, so below, north, east, south, west, and all around. From contraction to expansion. That said, let's see each other for the next element today, which from Earth, we're gonna flow and rise into the element water, the Mercury energy, and share there some revolutionary thoughts about what's going on just for the day. Much love. Bye.